Superman is back, led by James Gunn in his new direction of the DC Universe. Is it a rush mess? Does Gunn's direction work for Superman? Is it super woke? Well, let's find out. This movie follows Superman, played by David Cornsweet, I think I'm saying that right, and Lois Lane, played by Rachel Brosnahan. I also think I'm saying that probably wrong. And they're on a mission to figure out what Lex Luthor is up to and how can they stop him. Lex Luthor is played by Nicholas Hoult, and I couldn't be more happier. Love that guy. Okay, so that's pretty much the plot, and I don't really want to go more into it because it'll be just major spoilers, but let's get into what I really enjoyed about this film. Well, the whole cast. James Gunn knows how to get a whole cast to work together and does a great job of getting the best out of his actors. David Cornsweet, Superman, did an amazing job as Superman, and he's very different from Zack Snyder's Superman. Superman is more of your traditional Superman who's out there to save lives, all kinds of lives. And when I say that, I mean like animals. Like there's a good amount of moments where he's actively saving animals or trying to avoid killing certain creatures because he just doesn't think it's right. They're just a creature. There's a really cute scene where he saves a squirrel, which I personally love. I didn't like Lois Lane at first, but then she kind of grew on me. She was slow. She started slowly to do the right thing. It wasn't all about being a news reporter who was always just trying to get a story and didn't matter the ethics behind it. Like she was just reporting that story. It kind of stopped being that. She was being a good person doing good things. Nicholas Hoult did an amazing job, and there was a really powerful scene with him at the end. And I wish we could have seen more of that or have that particular scene just be a little longer. But overall, his performance was amazing. He was a very well-written character and very good as Lex Luthor. There was also a super dark moment with Lex Luthor in this film, but the movie just kind of forgot about it or didn't really take a moment for it. It just kind of is like, oh, it's a family movie, you know, and that's okay. Like this movie was definitely more of a family movie than Man of Steel or Justice League, Zack Snyder's movies. James Gunn definitely wanted this movie to be a more positive vibe and more of Superman being this beacon of hope and always doing the right thing and being a good moral person. So I just felt like he was just focusing on that and trying to keep this lighthearted. The Justice Gang was mostly good. They called them the Justice Gang in this movie. They're still trying to figure out their name and still getting started up, so I like that about them. They were good, but I felt like Hawkgirl didn't add anything to this movie, unfortunately. Some of the jokes were pretty good, but there were a good amount of moments where I thought this movie wasn't taking itself seriously. Overall, I thought this was a good movie, not great movie. It sets up the DC universe well, and I'm excited to see all the characters back and what James Gunn is going to do with this universe. Now, let's get into what I didn't like. Well, it's mostly one theme. I felt like James Gunn was just juggling way too much for a Superman movie. It's Superman. It's not Justice League. Like, spend more time on him and develop him. It wasn't like they didn't do that. They spent a good time on him and other characters, and Superman was very well developed, and you really cared for him. But it's just like, spend more time with him, not just like random characters you're adding here and there, like Hawkgirl. She didn't add anything to this film. It feels to me that James Gunn is just trying to set up this universe and get the Justice League movie out there. Like, look, Marvel's dead. It won't be back anytime soon. It'll take years before they get good again. Probably even longer than that. So take your time with this. There's no rush. Develop more heroes. Get Matt Reeves to finish the Batman movie. Please, please, please. It's so simple. Get him to finish that movie. That's honestly like my main complaint about this movie, was that it was juggling a lot and it was kind of rushing to get all these characters in, and some of the characters just weren't developed. There's another thing I really didn't like, and it's just going to be you guys saying, okay, you're just being dramatic, which I am, but it's the eye scenes for me. I don't like anything to do with eyes, and mostly that's like stuff going in the eyes or people attacking someone's eyes. It just freaks me out. It makes me super uncomfortable. I just do not like it. There was a lot of that in this film, but it wasn't like a real reason to dislike it. It was just more of my personal thing, and I was like, yeah, sometimes, but that's just me. Another thing I didn't really like about this film, but honestly, like looking back, I'm kind of iffy. Like I'm 50-50 with it. It's just James Gunn's style. I love his style. He's very unique, and it worked really well for Guardians of the Galaxy and making Suicide Squad 2 or The Suicide Squad. Don't really know what to call it. Much better than the first one. Really works, and his unique writing style is very good and, you know, quirky and out there with a lot of works. Like, I'm surprised with the stuff he's written. I'm like, that makes sense. He would write this. But I'm just not sure if it works for a Superman movie. Like, there was a lot of moments in this movie where his style worked and his script worked and his way of direction and just making a movie just worked. And there was other moments where it was like, ooh, might be pushing it. It kind of feels like a Suicide Squad movie, or not Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but just like maybe a little lighter and brighter. But he's a talented man, and he knows how to make good movies, and he isn't going to be behind the director behind every DC movie from now on. Like, he knows his strengths and weaknesses, but he's going to be the main creator behind this universe, which I think is a great idea. He's a very creative person. I think he'll make a great Justice League movie. I just feel like he needs to slow down, take his time with it, make sure the characters he's going to have in it are developed in other movies, not the Justice League movie. Maybe like 1 or 2 characters added for the Justice League, but just take your time with it. There's no rush. Marvel isn't going to be knocking on your door or threatening you anytime soon. They are in the blender. It's okay. Take your time. Overall, this was a good movie. That was a great time, and I'm excited to see what's to come with this universe. The hate is honestly unjustified in my opinion. I heard a lot of reviews saying this was like really woke and very, very rushed. I didn't see any woke stuff in my opinion. Like if you're talking about the Israel and Palestine situation and him saying that children shouldn't be killed and that's woke, then this is the most woke movie ever created in my opinion. Like children should just not be killed. I'm just going to say that. But it's good. I mean, it is rushed a bit. I see the rush argument, but for me, it's rushed because he's juggling so much and trying to fit it in. But overall, this movie is a 8.2 out of 10. Unjustified hate, in my opinion. Great movie. I'd recommend it. Any Superman fan will enjoy this movie. Maybe if you're not a Zack Snyder fan, you might not like it, but I think it's very good. So what do you guys think of Superman? Was my rating fair? Comment below your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye, y'all.